Welcome back, everybody. It has been a while since I made a video. I've been super busy with my kids' sports and the business, so I haven't had much chance to do tree work other than moving the trees around, getting them all ready for spring and summer here. But that's changed. I need to do quite a bit of work now. I really have a lot of these experimental trees like this one that need to be put into a rough shape. Have some of the branches cut off that I don't want to be growing. And then I do have a lot of the nicer trees in my greenhouse still and up on stands that are getting to that point where I'm going to have to start, cutting back my candles on my pines and actually doing my first foliage trimming on all the maples and stuff. So first today though, I want to go through a bunch of these experimental trees. Now most of these trees I actually pulled out of gardens. These trees, the seeds land in the gardens in the fall, and then they end up growing in people's gardens, and people don't like that. They grow in between their bushes, their flowers, and they can end up destroying those trees that they paid a lot of money for. So people, most of the time, will just cut the trees off hoping that they die. But what happens is they actually, they'll stunt their growth, but they'll continue to grow, and then next year they take off again, and they'll cut them again, which for us as a bonsai artist, it makes our job a lot easier because we get to start off with a much thicker, older trunk than we would if we just pulled a seedling out of the ground. So most of these trees that I'm going to go through today, like I said, have been pulled out of gardens. This one is probably about 3 years old, maybe 3 or 4 years old. Was just cut off, and it was in the middle of like this bush, and the person didn't want it in there, so I just told them I'd take it out, and took it out carefully, and now I have myself a little bonsai tree. But what I need to do is go in here and pick one of these 2 branches, just carefully, lightly wrap some wires so I can hold it down going in the right direction, clip the other one off, and I think at this point I'm going to leave the rest of it alone, just let it keep growing throughout the spring. And I just want to make sure that I am getting a branch to come over to the side, and a little bit later on in the spring I will snip the top off so that it pushes some more growth and buds to pop out down lower on the tree. But for now I want it to continue its healthy growth, and like I said, I'm just going to take some wire that I'm going to reuse and just kind of lightly pin one of these branches down, clip the other one off. So let me zoom the camera in and we can just go for this. So as you can see, we have these 2 branches here, and if I were to let them both grow, they would be really close together, both going the same direction. So what I'm going to do, I think, I want to take the upper one off completely. So I'm just going to snip that right there. Okay, so very easy. And then I'm just going to use some, let's see, I think this is 1.5 mil wire that I have left over from taking off of, took this off of a branch on another tree that was starting to get some wire bite. So I'm just trying to reuse as much of this stuff as I can, because it's, first off, not cheap, and also better for the environment if we can keep reusing stuff. Alright, so just want to get a good hole on the trunk first. A couple wraps in here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold the wire. I'm going to try to loop it around where I want the branch to go, and not actually pull it around the branch, because the branch is super brittle right now. It's still green. So I'm just going to try to hold the wire, tuck the branch down, bend it where I think I want the branch to go. Just keep doing that. There. Okay. Alright, so super simple. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but what this is going to do is push this branch off to the side here. There's actually a really nice new fresh bud right on the other side, down about 1 inch, is exactly where we want it. I'm going to let that one grow out. This will kind of give it more light on that bud. Once that grows about this big, I'll do the same thing on this side. I'll pin it out, probably going either off to the front a little bit or off to the back a little bit, and then just keep developing this into a nice little tree. So I'm going to move on to the next one, and we'll see what we have with that one.